Alrighty guys, good morning. We're not gonna be wasting too much time today. Jumping right into it. We got the beautiful, gorgeous Kusha with us over here. Maybe just for a bit though.
I'm just here for a couple of seconds to say hi.
Let's get her on
Happy
camera.
Halloween.
Happy Satoshi White Paper Day.
Yeah.
Get your priorities right.
Don't get me.
Alright. Oh wait, you guys can't see her. Let's get Kusha. That's you.
I'm just gonna pop in and say hi and enjoy
so-
this live stream.
so-
Enjoy Sean's.
It's Halloween, alright. This is a floating hand touching me. So Kusha was supposed to. I asked Kusha to do Link and Sol with her Bitcoin video today. I'm like, Kusha, just give them the targets so they don't buy into resistance. But she did the Bitcoin video, and she had so much to say about Bitcoin that she had no time for Cardano, Sol, and Link. And
Hey, I did
that's fair. But we're gonna be out for the rest of the day. I thought I'd just run through some charts with you guys, just to show you guys the targets. I don't want you guys to buy into resistance. Well, you can, as long as you know what you're doing. Right? Do what you want. You can do whatever the hell you want. But there are techniques to buy into resistance as long as you know what you want. We can talk about that today too. But just gonna give them an update because you didn't pull through today.
Hey, I did. So there's a Bitcoin analysis coming right up, and I discussed like some amazing, a very, very important signature on there that could signal the next euphoric phase for Bitcoin. So that's going to be coming up later on today, so stay tuned for that. Sean's going to be giving you guys the lowdown on the altcoins. So Sean, the superstar, you got to flex. Every time you give them one altcoin analysis, you got to make him flex, guys. We're like, ugh.
I gotta cover up.
But yeah, anyways, enjoy the analysis. I'm going to hit the gym, and yeah.
All right, enjoy your session.
Thank you. Thank you, good sir.
See ya. Alright. So, one of the things I've started doing, guys, to be a little bit more productive and be a lot more consistent with these live streams too, is use my post-gym pump, the energy I have after my gym sessions, to come and like direct it towards you guys, right? I used to use this for like getting other things done, like readings, etc., etc. After the gym, that energy you have, use it productively. For the next 6 months, I think I'll try to do this instead. Let's see how it goes. How's the music, by the way? Is it too loud, too soft? To be honest, frustrating last couple of weeks because people who have FOMO'd into big green candles have often been rewarded, but I just can't bring myself to do that. We can talk about that too. Alright, so whatever altcoins you guys do want to talk about today, it's time to spam it in the chat right now. We can have an agenda. Can someone manage an agenda for us? I can't see what... YouTube's interface is hiding your thingy. You say you guys dash dumping. Oh, you're asking if we are dumping? Dumping what? Oh, you mean altcoin positions? It depends on where you entered and what trade you're looking at. I'll give you guys an example right off the bat. And Julian, this kind of touches on your question too. Start with Z shots. Should we wait for a few more people to show up before we begin? Follow me on Twitter, by the way, guys. I'm trying to reach. I don't even know how many subs I have, but I'm trying to get more subs on my Twitter account. Help a brother out. Followers, rather. That's what they call on Twitter. Followers. Sean Dexter. You can see it on bot. Make a Twitter account and follow me. If you guys don't use Twitter, just do that. Do it. Alrighty. Can begin. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm going to try to pop the chat out so that way I can see what you guys are saying. Pop out chat. Clean dump to $3,500 on China moving into Taiwan. I think the big surprise this time could be, and this is complete FOMO, wishful thinking, but we are seeing signs of it, is that when we see a big event, we may actually see a flee to Bitcoin, right? People may flee towards Bitcoin as opposed to exiting Bitcoin. We will see Bitcoin dump as well when we see a liquidity event. But at the moment, if you look at what's been going on ever since the banking crisis too, the beginning of the year, Bitcoin has been reacting really, really well to central bank bad news, right? Whenever there's bad news for central bankers, Bitcoin has been reacting really well. And now that could be, you could write that off to coincidence, etc., etc. But what's really, really interesting, guys, is if you listen to the macro minds, the biggest thinkers, a lot of them have been name dropping Bitcoin too. They're like, it's really interesting that Bitcoin is rallying on this news. It's really interesting what Bitcoin is doing. You're seeing so many of them talk about it. And that narrative alone, whether it's true or not, whether Bitcoin is a safe haven, that narrative may pick up. And even if it works temporarily, it's a trade, right? So just be aware of that. Again, could be some wishful thinking on my end. Smash the likes, guys. Before we begin, I want to see the likes pop. Do I accept suggestions of potential cryptos that look very promising? Yeah, man. Yeah, of course. Like this is a community effort. If you guys are seeing charts that I'm missing, please let me know. For example, Julian brought my attention towards TRB, right? I've been tracking it. We can talk about TRB too today. How's it going, Ajesh? Chainlink, which is one of the... I'm not talking about Chainlink at its current juncture. I'm talking about Chainlink back in 2018. It made my account in a massive, massive way, and I would not have found that if it wasn't for you guys, right? You guys are the ones who let me know about Chainlink. I had no idea it existed. I still barely know what it does. I know it's an oracle, that's all. But yeah, if you guys have good charts, I don't know what TRB is doing. Self key, okay. Hey Ray, how's it, dude? I was gonna message. I was gonna PM you, by the way. I had some freaking thought that popped up in my head while I was at the gym, just like 3-4 days ago. I'm like, I got a message Ray about this, and I just totally forgot. I gotta write these things down though. How you been, man? PYR USDT. You know, I'm gonna open up Notepad so I don't forget. Okay, so thingies that we're gonna talk about. Should you dump? Okay, should you dump? Okay, is a question. Buying into green candles. I'm gonna talk about my mistakes. last cycle and how to avoid the frustration. Okay. So today's stream may end up being a bit longer, and I have someone who's showing up at the door. So for a second, I may need to like just step away and come back. Buying to green candles. What else do we want to talk about? PYR USDT. And we want to talk about self key or something. Key, self key. Key is the ticker, right? Key USDT. I just look like I've been hitting the gym because of the camera basically cutting out everything in the background, making me look bigger than I am. I've been on a diet though that's making me look bigger. I've been working out for like 10 years, man. Okay. Okay. All right. I first want to talk about. I'll be able to actually target two issues at the same time over here. Concerns, rather. I think it was Ananth. His name's Ananth. In the YouTube comments, very nice guy. He said, "Hey Sean, I really disagree. I really disagree with you guys over here in regards to Cardano. There are much better coins to be getting into at the moment." And he's completely correct, right? Completely correct. Provided your criteria is trading momentum, okay? If your criteria is trading momentum, you're much better off trading Link, Solana, TRB. TRB, for example, is a perfect momentum trade. And I'll give you guys, today we'll be bouncing off charts, right? And we're going to be distinguishing how you should be trading different charts based on where they are. Okay. So Cardano at the moment is not the kind of coin that you're trading for immediate outperformance. Okay. If you're getting into Cardano, you need to be very mango about this trade and understand that I'm getting to Cardano knowing that other coins are going to be outperforming me in the interim. But my bet is not just that Cardano is going to do well, but it's going to do well in a massive way over the long run. I don't want to lose out on that, right? So you got to balance your conviction to hold the coin, what you know about the coin, your fundamental analysis on the coin, and your belief in the coin with coins like TRB, for example, where you may know nothing about and you're trading just momentum. Okay, let's say you know a lot about Cardano. Okay, you guys are very, very aware about what Hoskinson is doing and what is not priced into the market at the moment, what the community is completely ignoring because the chart isn't developing yet, right? There's a cohort of market participants who are following all of that. They understand all of that, and they create the bottoms. They create this rounded formation, okay? A lot of times, though, you'll see a rounded formation happen just because of markets turning around and liquidity entering the market and people just buying a bit of everything. So a trader like me, where I don't follow Cardano too much, right? I'm relying on either one, the community informing me and letting me know that XYZ is happening, or two, I have to position accordingly, saying that, hey, I don't know whether this is going to really do well in the future, but based on how much information I know, I can position accordingly, right? So where am I going with this? If you want to get into a trade like Cardano and it's not performing as well as Link, TRB, Solana at the moment, you are saying to yourself that I believe enough in this coin that when it does run, it's going to go all the way back up to all-time highs. You need to have a thesis for that, right? And you need to have invalidation criteria for that as well. Because if it does go back to all-time highs, guys, even if it just goes back to all-time highs, that's a 10x. The issue is that if you wait for this to look like TRB, you wait for this to look like Link, and you wait for all these moves to happen first, and then you chase the coin, right? Let's say it's above this blue box. Your trade reduces drastically. Let's say you enter somewhere around here, right? Because the market's not going to give you the perfect entry. Sometimes it does, though. Markets are generous. But let's say you enter somewhere around here, and now your trade goes from a 10x to not bad, right? It's still like a 5x, right? But you've lost already half of your gains. And this is only provided that it stops at all-time high. If you are thinking that it goes to $10 after that, whatever, right? Whatever crazy targets you guys may have in your head, you lose a significant amount of your potential gains that reduces your stress during a bull market, right? Because markets move really, really fast, and trying to buy the dip becomes extremely difficult. You may tell yourself, oh, I'll buy over here, I'll buy past these levels, past this zone over here, and I'll buy in a big way. But that's not what's going to happen. What's going to happen, from my experience at the very least, is you're going to get your first position in, right? And you're like, I'll buy the second half when it comes back down to test this level. But everyone's in an emotional state at that point. People don't want to miss out anymore. You know why? Because they missed out on TRB, because they missed out on Link, because they missed out on Solana, right? At that point, market just runs. Everything that you see happening, that happened on Solana, you're going to look back and be like, Sol gave us a dip. Cardano will give me a dip too. It won't happen. It won't happen because everyone's thinking that way. All of your relatives, your cousins, your uncles are all in the market at that point. They are not waiting for dips. They don't know what a dip is, right? They just buy. They create their accounts on Kraken and Coinbase, and they're shown the 5-minute chart. They see a freaking red candle. That's their dip. They're not looking at the daily or the weekly for a dip. They'll buy the freaking 5-minute chart dip. So think about how the market will evolve by the time the market does get there. Now, if it does get there faster, right, and those guys haven't entered yet, fine. You may get your dip then. But at that point, you'll be buying into strength while you've already built a position. So it's much better, if you're looking for a 10x, to get your positions in early, smaller sizes, of course, right? And emotionally tell yourself that I'm okay with this not performing as well as Link, Solana, etc. This allocation over here, this part of my pie chart, this part of my portfolio does not need to outperform. And I'm okay with that. You need to be okay with that. Because if you're not okay with that, you're going to be selling your Cardano, buying Link, right? And then Link dumps because people are taking profit, and you're again selling out of Link, buying Solana. You'll be chasing throughout this entire phase of the market. You don't want to do that. What you instead want to do is like this portion of my pie chart, right? This small portion over here, I'm going to use that to have long-term positions that don't outperform, okay? Don't outperform. But then this portion over here, let's say you say 25%. I'm drawing this terribly. Let's draw a nice circle. Okay, that's not a nice circle. That's another bad boob job. Okay, so yeah, this portion of my pie, I'm going to basically use this for my momentum trades. Now, what is a momentum trade? Like TRB would be a momentum trade, right? I don't know anything about this coin. Buying the high lows is completely fine with me, and I'll take profits right over here at this region over here. As soon as it gets to this region, this momentum, where's my drawing tool? This momentum into resistance, I will sell. I'll take my profits, right? And then maybe I scale those profits into Cardano. And I slowly build that Cardano position. And then when Cardano has that big impulsive move, right, putting in this W-like formation over here, right, we're going to be putting in a W formation provided this gets to this region. Now, everyone's going to be looking at Cardano. And at that point of the live streams, people are going to be like, Sean, check out Cardano, right? But you already have a big position and you're feeling that excitement. And then it pops out of here. It puts in that bull flag and boom, 94 cents. And you built your position over here, right? And that's just the start of it. And you're already up 375%. That's a 4x on Cardano, right? While the retailers haven't even entered yet. So you play a certain portion of your pie chart using momentum, and you scale that into your spot positions. Like Cardano, you buy spot. TRB, you can leverage trade it, or you could say, you know what, I'm just going to spot trade this as well, just with bigger position sizes. You can take bigger position size on TRB, by the way, than on Cardano. Why? Because you're trading in the direction of momentum, right? And you'll be taking your profits a lot earlier too, right? Just this move over here, by the way, back to all-time highs on TRB. This is TRB's all-time highs, by the way, just so you guys know. This is move back to all-time highs. It's a good move. It's a 40% move. 40% move, and you have momentum going in your direction, right? A very volatile chart. Do you guys get that picture? Get that idea? Any questions? These are mistakes that I've made in the past, and I'm just letting you guys know. Don't make my mistakes. Play this bull market well. Life-changing. Anytime, okay. Yeah, Ray said, by the way, like, guys, Ray is also, like, he's a market technician. He knows what he's talking about. Very, very adept at the markets. Okay, now I want to talk about when to figure out that it's fine to buy these big green candles, right? You're going to see these big, huge green candles. They're like, I'm not going to FOMO. I'm not going to FOMO. For that, we're going to actually use Bitcoin as, let's duplicate this. Probably pop up Cardano. Okay, are you here, Julian? Because, my God, my charts are disgusting. Yeah. Yep. Exactly. Julian, I don't want to say anything, Julian, but I could kind of tell. I wanted you to kind of come to that conclusion yourself. But this. You're going through that first cycle, right? And next cycle, you're gonna catch yourself doing the same thing at the wrong time. It's about being in that mindset at the right time. When you go through your first cycle, the mistake we make is like, okay, I'm gonna be in the bear market mindset, but we do it at the tail end of the bear market, as opposed to doing it when we lose the 4-day dynamic, when we lose that monthly 10 SMA, right? We should have been doing it all the way over here, right? But that hopium hits us. We're like, no, I'm going to stay bullish, and this happens. This phase is when we should have been doing it. But let's stick to the question. Your question is, or your struggle is, people are getting reward for these green candles, right? And you can't get yourself to buy the green candles because throughout the bear market now, you have been punished for buying those green candles, or you've been punished for being bullish at these rallies or these rips, right? There's that saying, sell the rips, right? But when that saying for sell the rips is for the bear market. When do you figure out that we are in bull market mode and you should be buying the rips? The first clue was actually right over here on Bitcoin. And if you guys do remember, over here, maybe I can pull up the cascading pattern. Yeah, right over here. Okay, so first I'm going to hide the Ichimoku. All right, we're going to focus only on the cascading pattern. We had a thesis that said, hey, we have a 4-day ascending triangle underneath this falling channel. This is Mango's favorite pattern, where we have a breakout underneath the falling channel and it breaks back in, right? A classic play that has made us a lot of money in the past and has continued to make us a lot of money. But we wanted to build a position. First position inside this ascending triangle. The second position was going to be based off the Tenkin clearing. Okay? And what happened was that we didn't get... I'm going to hide the pattern now. I'm going to show you guys the Tenkin, this blue line here, guys. Okay? All right? In fact, this was the third position. We didn't get the perfect close right next to the Tenkin. We got a big candle above it. At the moment now, guys, it may seem like, oh, that doesn't seem too far away. But no, at the time, everyone was like, Sean, we closed so far above 10K. More importantly, we closed right at resistance, right? Right over here. It was not easy. You guys see these candles, right? That was your first sign that, hey, the market may stop giving you the opportunity to actually get those perfect bids if you're trying to bid your position. Or two, you can say, hey, the market might be turning around and selling the rips may not be as beneficial moving forward. When you look at what happened along the Tenkin, each time we got a dip into the Tenkin, it was being bought up, right? Look at that bounce right off the Tenkin over there. The market is giving you new news now that, hey, you're not going to be getting those retests of the Tenkin, and more importantly, your price is not going to come back down to give you those lower lows. That was your first clue. But that's just a thesis at that point. That's a thesis. You don't want to just bet everything, bet the farm on that idea. The next big confirmation I got, next big confirmation I got was this candle over here, guys. Right, Julian, you and I were talking about this. When we got the candle above the Tenkin, we talked about, will price come down to the Tenkin or not? And your mindset over there was what? Your mindset was, I think the Tenkin is actually going to go up to price instead. And that's exactly what happened. As soon as you had that mindset for Bitcoin, you should have said to yourself, this is now going to happen over all coins too with a lag. We are going to get closes above the levels, and then prices is going to keep going without giving you the retest. And EMAs, SMAs, equilibrium indicators like the Ichimoku are going to come up to price instead. Right? And that's what happened with Bitcoin too. You absolutely nailed it on Bitcoin because you had that bullish tilt on Bitcoin. But just like a lot of Bitcoiners, right, Bitcoin maxis who think that equities will crash and they will go to zero, but Bitcoin will moon. That may happen someday. Until we see confirmation of it happening for sure, though, we just assume that if Bitcoin goes up, other things are going to start going up too. Michael Howell is what you need to use as a framework for now, which is liquidity is what is driving the markets. Right? So as soon as we saw Bitcoiners not getting their dips, as soon as we saw people who bought the Bitcoin big green candles getting rewarded, assume that the market is changing around and buying green candles when you start seeing a move off a key level might be the way to go. At least dollar cost averaging into your position, right? Into your position, not dollar cost averaging into the trade. What do I mean by that? Is you take your position, right? Let's say it's P. You divide it by 3 if you want a dollar cost average 3 times, or you take P, divide by 2, or you take P, divide by 4, right? And then just get your position. But get your position. Get your position. Like that's why Cardano too. Get your position, right? Because once it does get that impulsive move, right, you'll be like, man, imagine if I just bought then. Don't try to trade your big wins, your 10x wins, guys, on momentum. Because by the time the momentum starts, it's already moved so much, like TRB. What you want to do is trade your momentum. It's already up 500%, right? That doesn't mean you don't take these trades. You still trade the momentum. The last 25% is definitely worth trading. Trade it with big position size and get out fast. Get out fast, and then if you get a nice dip into these regions here, you're like, you know what, I really like TRB. I like the fundamentals. I like the team. You'll fool yourself into all this bullshit, right? We all do, and you'll buy and you'll get rewarded for it because you switched your mindset into bull market mindset. And then, when the time is right, you need to start being very skeptical and start hating all these altcoins, maybe in Bitcoin, at the tops, right? This time we're gonna correct the mistakes we made last cycle. Like 2018, I made different. 2017, 2018, I made different mistakes. 2021, I made different mistakes. 2021, I wasn't bullish enough, which ended up being a really, really great thing because we had 3AC, FTX. I didn't have too much money on exchanges because I wasn't bullish enough, etc., etc. So I'm trying to fix those mistakes. I was very defensive. Great, turned out well, but this time around, I wanna milk it. You guys gonna milk it with me or what? Let me know in the chat. Bro, crypto slim. For me, bull market started all the way back in December, man. In December, Jan. There was a, maybe I can pull it up for you guys. I had done a, I think I sent it to Ray too, right? Where I talked about, there was a matrix of the rising bull market stage and then the gold rush stage, where I talked about where we are on the matrix, where we are on the cycle. And at that point, all the way back in Jan, I'm like, guys, we are in the rising bull market stage, which is the slow stage, right? Everyone's going to get excited during the gold rush stage, but we want to start positioning now. And our allocation was 95% Bitcoin and 5% scaling into alts. For me, it was more like 98% Bitcoin and 2% scaling into alts. But now I'm going to start slowly increasing that. I still think, though, we're nowhere close to the bull rush phase. We still have time, especially for altcoiners. Martin, you don't want to have the mindset, man, of you just want to retire. These markets are just so much fun. You want to play these markets for the rest of your life. If you try to use these markets only to retire instead of trying to learn them, dude, you will never be able to retire. At this point today, I can just stop doing whatever I want. I can just stop everything and just retire. But I've learned this so well that I can't help but play it. That's the stage you wanna reach. If you guys are following Mango just for the calls, just to figure out where to buy, where to sell, right? You're not gonna have the emotional fortitude to actually buy and sell because you haven't learned the dynamics of the markets. So don't follow Mango for calls. We'll get it right, and you will still not take advantage of it. You still won't take advantage of it. It's happened multiple cycles. But if you decide, you know what, I'm gonna learn. You'll still make mistakes. You'll still not get it right. But you'll know, you won't be demotivated. You won't be disheartened. And you will do it right the next cycle. And all it takes is one cycle. Because I'll give you all the calls. I'll tell you to buy here. I'll tell you to sell there. And you won't do it. Trust me, you won't do it. But if I tell you why you should be doing it, etc., and then you won't do it anyways, by the way, when it all unravels and you mess up, you're like, oh man, now I see why Sean was rambling on about all of that. Okay, we spent like what? Freaking 30 minutes talking about all of this. Was that useful for you guys though? I haven't even gone through a single chart yet. Ajay says all these memories are coming back. Yeah, man. I used to. Ooh. So this is the kind of chart, by the way, guys, that it's pretty self. It's a good chart, man. This is the kind of chart that it may not give you what you want in the short term, but when it does run, and if you build because if you're using, especially using Mango techniques to build your position, it's Rangers, 75%. Damn. Let me just chart it quickly for you guys. That's not what I wanted. So we have confluence on this level especially. So yeah, at $8, that's like a major take profit zone, partial take profit zone. You can decide to take profits over here if you want to. It's likely going to hit it and come back down for a high low, but I wouldn't personally, because because this has been consolidating for a really long time. We probably also have a measured move target that lines up. Oops. $10 psychological level. Yeah. Let's see, volume profile. Lots of like consolidation here. Let's hide this. Let's hide all of this. And see what happened here. Yeah, and then here. Exactly on a horizontal. Actually, you can see the biggest volume node, right? Okay, wait. I charted everything, but I'm not explaining things well. But if you guys just want quick targets, this is it. Okay. So basically, what's happening is we have a shitload of consolidation, accumulation. Clearly, if you believe that we are turning into a bull market, we have a shitload of accumulation over here. This is a massive range of around 80%. Okay. Any breakouts over here is going to have a quick move, likely to around the 650-ish region. You're going to see a rejection over there, but it's going to continue, in my opinion, put in like a bull flag formation somewhere around here, kind of like what Link did, right? Kind of like what Link did, and then have the next leg up. This is your partial take profit region. You want to guard against it failing over here because you see this M. There's confluence over here on the fib levels as well as M-like formation. This is the butt of the M, right? Right over there. And then we have a breakdown point over here too. We'll talk about that soon. Now, over there, we have confluence with the fib levels as well as the M. That's around 8 to 9. You're guarding against price not getting up to the psychological level. This is a psychological level as well as massive distribution node. Lots of volume traded over here. Lots of volume traded over here at around $10, right? So you could see people buying, selling, maybe hoping the price would break up over here, and then it capitulated. As soon as it lost that level, probably in the higher time frames, boom. So $10 is where you'd want to have your next take profit. If it breaks 10 though, at that point, we're looking much higher, a 2x trade. So this one, right? Let's say we can use this to build on what we talked about in the beginning of the stream. Let's say you, sorry, I just got distracted because I think I heard the door. I got to get the door, guys. Just remind me. Anyways, if you, that two scenarios that you could trade this. Scenario one, you accumulate. You're one of those people accumulating here. At that point, if price breaks out and hits this region at around $6.70, you don't want to be, unless you accumulated way too much and you need to offload some, right, just to reduce your risk. You don't want to be taking profits here because you have a much bigger win on your hands, especially if price gets past the $10 region, right? What you want to do is take profits over here at this region, at around $8, okay? Because you've accumulated a big stash, right? Slowly over time, and now you want to take profits over here. Or you say, I'm going to reduce my accumulation and not take profits. I'm going to trade this based on it breaking $10. Because now you've already traded it from 5 to 10. That's a nice 2x. And then the next move is another 2x from 9 to 10. But if you're a momentum trader, you don't want to be trading in this zone over here. There's too much take profit potential over here from everyone else who accumulated, right? And if this doesn't have the fundamentals or whatever to actually push this through, it's gonna just come back down and break back into the range, right? Momentum traders don't want that. Momentum traders want price to keep going up. From here to here is the momentum trader's dream, this zone, right? And then the momentum trader probably wants to take some profits around here, only some, and then play the next leg of the momentum all the way up to potentially $50. So the accumulator who's accumulating a position size not based on momentum is going to be gathering his position at an average around $3.50 and looking for a move to 50. He's not going to worry about PYR not outperforming Solana at the moment. Because he's like, you know what? Let the market get excited. Let the market build the foam in their mouth. Okay, let them miss their sol trade and be like, oh my god, I'm missing here, I'm missing it there, blah blah blah. They're gonna feel all of those emotions, and then they're gonna chase PYR2 when I'm done accumulating and it's already broken out. You guys need to have the same mindset with Cardano. But this is a great chart, by the way. Great chart. Does it make sense? So there's two types of traders over here too. The accumulator and the momentum trader. The momentum trader is not playing this yet. This is Ray's coin, PYR. I mean, not his coin, but the one he requested. Let's go look at it on the dashboard. We have bullish Ichimoku on the 12-hour time frame. Dude, this is a bullish Ichimoku on the 12-hour time frame, long on the 12-hour time. The 12-hour time frame has been if you guys just followed the 12-hour time frame in regards to getting in and getting out of trades for this entirety of the year, you would have made a lot of money. Now we have bullish Ichimoku 2 days ago as well. Bearish divergence on the daily though, so maybe you can use that to bid a higher low. This is long across all relevant time frames. 4-hour short though, along with bearish divergence on the daily time frame, you may get a better bid. Maybe. It's in a tight range at the moment, or relatively tight. I'd look at the middle of the range to bid this at around 350. All right, that's PYR. Targets for Cardano. Do you guys want to quickly just take a screenshot of this? I'll go through the targets. Nothing has changed, but Cardano did take a nice leg up yesterday, like grind up rather. Right, it's grinding. Again, until it breaks 40 cents, you're not going to see a huge momentum on this one, but you want to already be in position until it gets there, right? So Krisha has a target for around 44 cents, I believe. Top of my zone is actually 45, so yeah. And then after that, we're looking all the way up to 94 to $1.20. So once we break out of this range on Cardano, we're going to be seeing a big move all the way to $1.20. You can decide whether you want to get into the trade then or you want to just build a position now. If you build a position now, you have to be okay with Cardano maybe not performing as well as other coins. That one of those coins being Solana. Right? Use the dashboard, guys, to figure out whether you guys want to get into coins based on momentum or you guys want to get into coins based on accumulation. Sol, for example, is long across all time frames. This is a momentum trade. When you see something like this, it's a momentum trade, right? It's been long for freaking on the 4-hour time frame. On the 4-hour time frame, the lower time frame, it's been long for 12 days, 14 days on the 12-hour. If you took a trade then, 50%. On the daily, 13 days. On the 2-day, 25 days, up 57%. And now the weekly has flipped long too. This is one of the few altcoins where the weekly is long. Bullish Ichimoku, bullish Ichimoku, bullish Ichimoku, bullish Ichimoku across all the relevant time frames. On Solana, this is a momentum trade. Look at the volatility too. Volatility is high and staying high. Targets for Solana. This blue zone over here was a take profit zone. We're seeing some resistance over there. Do we break past it? It already has broken past it on the low time frames. Does it hold? Does it hold? If it breaks down over here, we see the 4 hours start closing underneath here. I think we do come back down to test 32. At the moment, we have broken a 4-hour time frame above 35. If we can hold a 12-hour, multiple 12-hour candles above there, I think we make our way all the way up to 47 next. So targets for Solana. If we start seeing multiple 12-hour candle closes above 35, next target is 47. If we start seeing candles above 47 to 50, next target is all the way up to $80 to 95. After that, we're looking all the way up to 135 to 173. By the way, for Sol, guys, these levels over here are the same levels that I traded on the way up and on the way down on Sol, right? The same levels. I haven't changed much at all. And they're going to be the same levels that get respected very, very well on the way up. Lee Colafai, thank you for the whatever the thing he's called. He says Jesus coin is rising and blessing, rising and blessing. So I wanted to share some love as well. God, oh, okay, it's not a real coin. Hey man, that's sweet of you. That's very nice of you. But is it really a coin? Oh shit, it is the coin. What the hell? Yeah, bull flag here, man. Oh wait, am I done with Sol? Yeah. So there's going to be a lot of levels to worry about with Sol on the way up, but all these levels have massive edge between them, right? $40 to $90, that's a huge trade. 90% right there. So Sol's a great momentum trade. We've been talking about Sol, by the way, since like 8 weeks ago, where we said if you're looking to build your spot positions on Ethereum, it's better to get your trade on Sol instead. This is the Sol ETH chart, guys. Okay, so if you were considering building ETH, it was better to get into the Sol trade. And we talked about it right over here. We were hunting for a higher low over here, right? Because our thesis was Sol is likely going to outperform ETH, and you want to start taking profits on Sol against ETH, right? So when Sol starts rising against ETH over here, we draw out the entire trade setup, etc. You want to take profits over here, build your ETH position on these guys here, right? That's your take profits. Does that make sense? So using Sol to build the ETH position, and it's working out really well for us. So personally, me, I'll be watching this chart more than the Sol USD chart. Jesus coin. Bull flag here, man. On the weekly. Bull flag over here too. We start seeing daily candles close about 6826. This is likely going to see continuation. Target would be here. So we're on ascending triangle like structure. This thing comes down. There's no volume on this, eh? I don't know someone's printing this chart. This is Polo though. So is this trading on a DEX? We start seeing candles close here, dude. This thing's coming straight down here. If you start seeing candles close here, it's going straight up here. So you got to protect against a downside move of 80%. Do not stay in this coin if we break underneath 4,000, whatever this is. Like, is this against USD? Yeah, this level here. There's too many zeros, man. 3974 is the decimal. Okay. You want to trade this purely on momentum. If the momentum starts turning down, this is done. Okay, key USDT. Yep, that was one of the... Why is there a gap there? Is there a better chart, man? Is that better? Maybe BitGet. See, Rajesh. So I should be looking at KuCoin. I don't see KuCoin. This is a... I don't like this chart. But if you want to trade this, you wait for weekly candles above here. Above the zone here at 6317. And then it takes us to 7812. Vol is low. Daily is neutral. Long short on the 12 hour. No, remember, 12 hour time frame is a barometer. So 12 hour short, I'm just, no. And also, like, neutral on the daily, 12 hour short. This is all over the place, man. I'm sorry, I don't like it. But the weekly has something to it. Based on this level, you can trade it. I wouldn't. Unless you know something about coin, you have some fundamental thesis, by all means, go for it. The chart is not the best, though. LQTY. Where should I be looking at it, Julian? Binance or... Do you like these wicks? If you want to get in on this one, dude, I'd say place a bid here. When you see a wick like this to the upside, you're likely going to see a wick towards the downside too. Just place bids and be patient. It'll eventually come. It'll eventually come. Because once you capitulate and you buy somewhere around here in the middle range, because we're sitting in the middle range at the moment, that's exactly when the market will come down. Because it broke past a key level. This was a breakdown point, but that market rejection over there is too much. Look at the move. People who accumulated over here, they had a 300%, 3x move within a very short duration. They're going to take that. They're going to take those profits. And now everyone else who FOMO'd in, they're going to be feeling a lot of emotion. Yeah, this is very likely to come back down to retest the dollar, dude. Oh, that sucks, man. So Julian missed his trade by just a bit, just a cent. That would have been a good trade. Yeah, you can see the rising channel here. So, got to guard against this. And it's going to have a quick move and likely a quick pickup. All those take profiters are going to likely foam them out to reposition. It's got sort of like a broadening channel play here. I want to give you guys a quick update on Link. Remember, guys, start your analysis with the dashboard. Okay, start your analysis with the dashboard. Just quickly, it will get into the habit of doing it because it will give you an idea of what the trend is across all the time frames, what the volatility profile is currently, and what you need to be aware of, right? Because you don't want to be buying into high volatility unless it is part of your plan. Okay, if you're momentum trading, maybe high volatility is what you're looking for. Okay, you may be missing things like bullish divergence, bearish divergence, and you may not be being as bullish as you should be. For example, when I see bullish Ichimoku across all time frames, right, these flags here, these cloud flags with the up arrow, guys, means bullish Ichimoku setup, which is basically a set of criteria, a set of conditions that we look at personally over here at Mango, which are a bunch of things. We look for that criteria, which takes a lot of time to look for manually, right? So you may get lazy to look for those things on each altcoin. But over here, what the dashboard is allowing you to do is quickly look at it across all time frames for all altcoins, right? So just make it a habit of starting your analysis with the dashboard. And over here, 9 days ago on the 12 hour, 9 days ago on the daily, 11 days ago on the 2-day time frame, right? Volatility is now beginning to compress on the 4-hour time frame. I like that. And volatility is really low on the 12-hour time frame. This is a 12-hour profile over here, but we have bearish divergence. Okay, the 12-hour time frame over here is actually really, really good. Regardless of the bearish divergence, I'll be looking to buy any high lows that show up on Link. Now, there is something I want you guys to be aware of on Link. There could be a potential bearish structure, but things are still looking good over here. If you guys are in position, I wouldn't try to get too cute with getting out. If you're not in position, there's something you can look forward to build your position. Okay, so let's give a quick recap on what we're looking at. We were looking at this massive consolidation range, a lot like PYR, by the way, PYR, if you're still here, Ray. Very similar, right? But unlike, but Link had a lot of resistance levels right overhead. PYR actually had some levels too, right? Yeah, very similar, very, very similar. Anyways, Link, we had a partial take profit zone over here, and you can see that partial take profit zone was respected so well. Okay, so where was the partial take profit zone? Just for those of you who are watching on your phones and can't see the price chart, the price line, partial take profit was between $10.90 to $11.30. That was your partial take profit. Now, that's only partials because price could have very, very well continued on towards the upside. We're looking all the way up to $15, which is why you never take out your entire position. But if you look at the lower time frames, you can see that we're putting in sort of like a very, very acute structure, which could be distribution into resistance. Okay? So be careful over here. Be careful over here. Because if this very, very tight uptrend breaks, we are looking at a move towards the downside, coming back down to around $9.30. So that could be a really, really good higher low bid opportunity right over here at around $9.30. Okay, if it breaks, this could very well break towards the upside, guys. Remember, the reason I'm saying be careful over here is because we have a very tight structure that's squeezing and squeezing and squeezing. And if it doesn't break up, momentum traders are going to look to get out of the position and they're going to quickly sell, and it's going to cause price to come down quickly. So if you're looking to build a long-term spot position, somewhere around here is where you can look towards. But if we start seeing a nice 12-hour candle close over here, above $12, I think we're making our next move to $15.60. I got to quickly get the dough. Just be right back. Alrighty, I'm back. Okay, so yeah, link, be careful over here. But if we start seeing candles above $12, we're seeing continuation. Bitcoin dominance, seeing a leg down, sort of, like more like a blip. But on the lower time frames, you guys can see that it has kind of broken down. So we're seeing, I don't know whether this is because money is flowing into the market or whether people are rotating some Bitcoin profits into altcoins. Let me know. Do you guys have any information on this? Have you guys been watching the flows? Is there new money entering the market? ARB, I have some take profit levels over here for you guys on ARB. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at the dashboard. Get into the habit of doing it every single time. Hit the drop down. What are we seeing? Long on the 4 hour, long on the 12 hour, long on the daily, long on the 2-day. Volatility pretty high on the 4 hour, but acceptable. 12 hour, similar story. This thing is just beginning. The ARB trade is just beginning. If you're looking at the ARB trade, we do have a consolidation over here, which is looking like a nice W-like structure, like double bottom. If we do break above this range over here, we have two targets. First target is $1.15 to $1.20. Go ahead and note that down, $1.15 to $1.20. Second take profit target, partials, $1.30, right? $1.30 to $1.35. If we break past there, I don't think we stop at $1.70. I think we go straight to $2 at that point. Honestly, I don't think these highs are going to mean that much. It's going to be a technicality. Yeah, straight to $2. Break past this zone, straight to $2. Okay, and then TRB. TRB, we kind of already discussed at the beginning of the stream, right? It's a more for a momentum trade. If you're looking to trade this, we're very, very, very close to all-time highs. It feels like it will likely magnet into this level here at around $160 to 150-ish and start taking profits around there. But if you do start seeing this breakdown here, closing 4 candles underneath $100, like 98-ish, $100, this thing's going to come down and come down quick because it had a big, aggressive move of momentum all the way to the upside. Whew, I'm tired. Anything else? Are we missing any coins? Let's go look at the chat real quick. All right, seems like we're good. I think we covered a lot today. We covered the psychology you guys need to have going into this market. We covered what you guys need to do to position for your longer term 10x plays versus your momentum plays that will give you only a 25%, 30% move, but you position a lot more aggressively on those trades to make those 25% and 30% moves count, and then you get out, right? Because if those things, if momentum reverses on you and you're sitting on a big position, it's going to hurt. But you can build a smaller stack on your spot positions, keep accumulating, and if it does turn around, you just buy more. That is provided that you believe that we are actually going into a bull market. If you don't believe that, you don't want to do that. Any questions before I wrap up the stream? Oh, I should remind you guys, for those of you who don't know yet, there is a coupon called Last Call available for the dashboard that allows you to take advantage of the old pricing, the bear market pricing, because we did end that pricing. I think it was like 20% cheaper. So the coupon is called Last Call. So if you want to take advantage of the old pricing and lock it in for this bull market, go ahead and do so. I think you have maybe around 8 to 10 more days before the coupon expires. And yeah, that's pretty much. Oh yeah, Krisha's. I should probably. Give me a second. Don't. I think Krisha's newest module will be coming out very, very soon. She has been building this course and it's already out. Currently is going for 50% off early bird discount program. The reviews so far on the modules that are already out have been fantastic, and it's kind of making me a bit insecure because people are like, damn, Sean, this is going to rival Seed. I don't think so, guys. I don't think so. But let's see. I'll be proud if it does. I'm kidding. It's definitely going to. It's definitely going to. But I am actually beginning to get extremely insecure. This pricing over here is ridiculous. I really think she should up it soon, at least for the next module that comes out. She will be upping the price. Currently it's going for 50% off. Take advantage of it. You also do get a 20% discount that you guys get to use on every other indicator or program that you guys do decide to buy in the future. So yeah, with that marketing pitch out of the way, NASDAQ thoughts. Okay, let's do NASDAQ quickly. NASDAQ USD. Jeez, guys, I'm clearly tired. It's breaking down, man. Say Ichimoku, Tenkin. This wants the top of the cloud right over here. W-like formation over there too. Green cloud though, so forward outlook is still really, really good. It's one of those situations where you kind of like want to, just based on the green cloud, you want to hunt for a high low. Where does it come? As soon as the market decides, okay, this is enough, everyone else is going to be waiting for this level over here. I'm not going to be waiting for it. I'm just going to start scaling into my position. This is going to turn into a massive bull flag. Everybody's likely getting way too bearish on this one, not understanding that this is just going to end up being a massive buy opportunity, in my opinion. This is going for new all-time highs. In my opinion. When does it do that, though? We have an equilibrium trade over here that ends at around 13,548. 13,548. Market could step in earlier though. Start seeing candles close above 14,528, right? Like even the daily cloud looks good, and this is daily 200 moving average. You have not, you've been rewarded for playing against the daily 200 moving average, guys. So remember, bull flag forming on the higher time frames, as well as the daily 200 moving average right over here, right? And these legacy markets respect the 200 moving average more than even crypto. Look at that. Rejection, rejection, rounded formation, broke above it. This is classic. This is classic moving average trading, by the way, right? Equilibrium, back into the thing, green cloud. Let's see if we bounce and defend the green cloud. Likely going to twist red temporarily, see a suck down, higher low over here into the Kumo twist and continuation. Watch it all play out that way. Watch it all play out that way. And then I'll be thinking, why don't I just trade NASDAQ? Why don't I just trade TradFi? Why do I make my life so difficult trading shitcoins? I hope you guys enjoy this video. Drop a like, drop a comment, drop a subscribe. Let me know if you guys want me to do this more often in the comment section below. Whew, cheers. The post-workout pump is dying out. I'll see you guys in the next one. Do the mango way, do the easy way, do the stress-free way. Ciao.